Hey you guys, it's Simply Chic Nails and I'm back here with another video, and this time I'm going to be doing a colorful ombre set. And I got inspired by Not Polish. When I seen this I was like, wow, I have to do it. So we're just going to jump straight into the video. I'm going to be using Young Nails glue that they sent me. I was using a different glue before, but when I would apply it to my nail tips, it just would slide, and we do not have time for that, especially when we're working on our clients. We just want it to be, stick and go. All right, so I'm just going to apply it to all my nail tips, and then later on in the video, you're going to see me clip my tips to the size I want it. And always make sure you ask your clients if they like long or short, whatever their preference is. In this particular video, and just the type of nail sets that I do, I love doing medium long and long. So I do medium long on up. I don't do anything short, and again, this is just my personal preference, and it's just up to you, whatever you want to do. I just personally love doing it because I can do more. I can't do as much on short nails, and that's just the type of nail tech I am. So again, it's up to you and your preference. You can do this type of design on shorter nails. I just love the way it looks on long, and I think many of you will agree too. So right here, I'm going to be taking my pink acrylic and my other colored acrylics, and I'm going to be marbling them. The important thing with marbling is that you want to keep your bead nice and wet, and this also depends on the size of your brush. The more liquid you have in your brush, the more you can marbleize. And that's just rule of thumb. Again, you have to play with it, and you have to just see how you are with your brush and work with it. And the key to it again is you just want it to be really like runny. And marbling, you can do it color by color, or you can put your brush in with like a couple, like, pat like 3 different colors in. You'll see me do that in the video. In the same video. So I hope you enjoy, and please keep watching. And if you haven't already, subscribe, and I will be sure to bring you more videos like this one. So earlier when I was talking about adding in a couple of colors for the marbling, that's what I'm doing right here. So as you see, I didn't do it one by one. I added 2 colors, but I'm going to be doing it again with my lime green and blue. You see right there, I keep my beads super wet, and that way I'm able to like pat and move it whichever way I want to do so. And I will show you guys the products that I use later on in the video. I will be sure to show them to you. That way, if you have any questions, I love every powder that I do use, from Diamond Glitz to Chisel to Valentino to Mean Secret. I just love them all. So I did skip the middle finger because that's where I'm going to be doing my drip design on. And I don't know if I said it earlier in the video or not, but I was inspired by Not Polish. And I moved on to the pointer finger, and on this pointer finger I'm going to be doing a 4-color ombre nail. And I kind of got stuck when I got done doing this. I didn't know, like, did I want to keep the ombre going, but I ended up doing something really cool, and I really loved it because it really made the set pop to me. And just the overall look, it just looked like Superman ice cream. Some of you may know what Superman ice cream is, and some of you may not. If you haven't, make sure you try some at least one time in your lifetime. All right, so this is a part where, I'm sorry, it gets a little bit off camera, but you can still tell what I'm doing. I'm just going to take my lime green and my blue, and I'm going to marble it again on this pointer finger. And the effect that it gives it just really, again, it just makes it pop. Alright, so right here while I'm doing my ombre, I want you guys to notice how I placed my first bead right there where the colors begin. And I did this because you want to cover any harsh lines on your ombre, and we're dealing with so many pigmented colors, and we're dealing with bright colors that they really show and pop through. So I placed another bead, and that is just going to hide those particular lines, and you see it's already doing so. So that trick definitely does work. Give that a try and let me know how that works out for you, because when I learned the technique, it really worked out for me, because we just don't want any harsh lines showing up. And then I'm going to place my last bead really, really close to the cuticle, but not touching the cuticle, and voila. Alright, you guys, so I just realized that I went on and did my nude first, and then I did my nude ombre as well first, because I got stuck and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. But here we are, and I just wanted to just let you guys know that that was my mistake. But yes, as you can see, I'm still keeping my bead wet, and I'm just patting that in and marbling it, and look at the effect. And I just can't wait to recoat it, and just look at that. It just really makes it pop. The lime green is everything. Alright, you guys, so I have applied acrylic to all of my fingers, and I don't use as much acrylic as I do like if I were to just lay a flat solid color like I did in my middle finger. But I work like in thin layers when I work with colored acrylic, and that's just because well, first, it makes your colored acrylic last longer, and second of all, you know, sometimes you just got to get that design down first, and you just want to encapsulate your design. That way you don't mess up your beautiful work that you just did. And I always go in and I encapsulate with my Young Nails Cover Clear Speed Powder. And again, I'm using Young Nails Monomer. And that is just going to definitely, you know, cover and protect my design. Also, you guys, when you are doing so with placing your apex, this part is important because this is where you start to build the strength of the nail. When you're applying your acrylic for the when you're covering it with the colored acrylics with your clear, you already have a thin layer, so the clear is what's going to build it up. So make sure you are twisting your client's nail just a little bit so you can see the side. And you want to place the ball like right at the area where the free edge is and where the tip is. So right here where I'm placing it, and then I'm going to swipe up just to smooth that out. And then I'm going to slide my brush down just to make sure it's also smooth. And we want gravity to work for us and not against us as well. And that just will make your job so much easier. Then I'm going to go ahead and place another bead because we have a longer nail, and I'm going to swipe up. Basically just repeat the same steps over and over, and this is going to begin to build my strength. And you don't want to make it too heavy at the tip, because if you make it too heavy at the tip, then it will that can be more prone to just your nail lifting overall. And then I'm just going to keep on building that nail up again, more so at the free edge right there, and I'm going to pat and slide, and this just ensures again strength that we need. So your client's nail, every time we hit our nail and it is a longer nail, it is more prone to break right there if we don't have our apex built up the right way. So again, we're just patting and sliding down, and you don't want your bead at your cuticle area to be too thick as well, because if it is thick, that causes lifting as well. So right here, I am showing you the colors that I use and the brands. This is Wave Gel. It's number 40 Ombre. I really love it. It's not, you know, some powders are just come out like white, and then the color like super, you know, like not mixed in good enough. Really good. Valentino, really good. I use the number 6 in the nude, and this one as 108. Really love it. These powders are definitely worth the extra money. Chisel, I really love. It's really great for the price. It does not glow, but it is just part of their neon collection. Glam and Glitz, as you see, this was $5, super cheap, but I really love it for my colored, you know, sets. Alright, so right here I'm gonna go in with my 100 grit file. I do buy these from my local nail supply as of right now. I really love them. They get the job done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and file these nails and get them back in shape, because when we do apply our acrylic, they kind of get a little bit out of shape, but it's okay because boom, they get right back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of these nails and make sure my shape is on point. Alright, we're almost to the last step, so I'm just going to take my e-file. I'm using my basic e-file that I first started out with when I first started doing nails, because my other e-file, I left my charger cord over a client's house, and yes, that just is a no-go for me. I really need to get that charger back, because it's definitely a quality e-file, and I just went ahead and just e-filed all of my client's cuticle area, and then I buffed it, and now I'm just lightly gonna wipe it down, and then we're gonna jump right on into the drip design. Okay, now I'm going to be taking my dotting tool. It's a little bit on the larger side, and I did purchase this from my local nail supply. And I'm going to be taking my white gel paint from Chisel, and I'm just going to be placing dots in random areas. You don't want them to be perfect at all, and you do want them to be a little bit on the larger side. Now I'm just going to take a small detail brush that came with my chisel collection, and I'm just going to be drawing a line straight down, and I'm going to connect it from up top at the cuticle area straight down to the bead that I made with my dotting tool. Now here I'm just going to make like a upside down backwards C, and I'm just going to connect from line to line, and that's just gonna overall give us that effect of the drip, you know, being all connected. After that, you just want to go ahead and fill that in with that white gel paint, and then you're going to cure. Make sure you cure, because you in order for your pigment to stick to this white gel polish, it has to be stuck and cured onto your acrylic nail. If not, you're going to just have a mess. Alright, so right here I'm taking my neon pigments, and I did purchase these from my local nail supply as well. Nowadays you can find them everywhere. I bought them when they were like first out, and to be honest, I really didn't know what to do with them, but now I've definitely got inspired, and you can do all sorts of things with them. So I'm just gonna take my lime green acrylic powder, because I didn't have a lime green neon pigment in my set. And you can do this if you have a super pigmented acrylic powder. It definitely works, and you'll see me use it right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my pigment and tap it in with a brush. I did get this brush from my local nail supply as well, and I just use it as like a nail art brush. Anything I need to use it for, it just comes in handy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tap my colors on in and make sure they are sticking really well, and just pushing it on in, basically just dry brushing it. Okay, now that we have that all set and done, it looks so beautiful. I'm going to take some gel, some builder gel, and I'm going to apply that all to the area where I want the glitter effect to be. And I also got this from my local nail supply, and I just really love it because it's builder gel and it comes in this little brush, and it just really makes things easier because when you have the big brush and you're doing a little bit of detail work like this, it just makes your job that much more harder. So this really just gets you know, in those detail areas for you that you want to be nice and neat. Then after that, you're going to take some no cleanse top coat, no wipe top coat, gel top coat, and you're going to apply that on the nail very neatly, and just try your best. If you don't have that neat builder gel, and you should see what I'm doing, I'm going over super light, and I did not cure this. Remember, I just did the gel, the builder gel, and I'm going in with no cleanse, no wipe top coat. And the brand I do love is iGel Beauty. And I'm going to take my glitter, and remember, I did not cure it. Builder gel, no wipe top coat, glitter, then you cure it. And this will ensure that your glitter stays for your clients, and it just depends on how long, you know, if they're 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't recommend anything after that, but it will stay. Alright, after you wipe that off and everything is cured in the lamp, I cured it for 60 seconds. That is what you have. I have not applied my matte top coat on any other of the nails, just of the middle nail. And I really love how it turned out. Alright, you guys, this is the final look, and I really love, again, how these turned out. So bright, so vibrant, so beautiful, and then it's got that pop of glitter. You can add rhinestones, whatever you want to do, but you know what they say, less is more. I want to thank you so much for watching my channel, watching this detailed video, and please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, and a thumbs up, and comment below what you think. Thank you, ladies, and we'll see you next time in the next video. If you have any ideas of what I should record, go ahead, drop a comment.